everyone, it's Pam from GlamJunkJournals, and today we are going to decorate this journal page. This is an 8.5 by 11 sheet of cardstock that I have tea stained, and what I am wanting to do today is to create what I'm going to call my fault line tiered pockets. And where I came up with this was I love to watch the Food Network. That's just something that I love to do besides making junk journals and watching YouTubes and doing all that kind of stuff. And they have these cakes that have fault lines, like, fault lines when there's an earthquake. And they have little center sections of the cake that shows something underneath. And I thought that was really cool. It's probably just a variation on some pockets for your journal, but I'm going to call it my fault line tiered pockets. So what I gathered was some cardstock that is going to be going along with my theme for my journal. And I do like to use cardstock instead of just plain scrapbook paper for my pockets. And the reason for that is it holds up better. So when you're sticking things inside, it's not quite as flimsy. But that being said, I have used cardstock before. It's just, for me, I like to add a lot of things into my pockets, and scrapbook paper just doesn't hold up as well, but no worries if you just have scrapbook paper, it's not a problem at all. You could always put another piece of paper behind it or something to make it a little more sturdy, like maybe a file folder or something like that. But that being said, regular scrapbook paper works cool too. All right, so what I'm going to do is take one of my pieces of cardstock, and by the way, this pattern I printed off, and it is from Stardust and Roses. I think that's the name of the Etsy shop. Absolutely gorgeous digitals. Anyways, I will put a link to that at the bottom. I'm going to use a lot of her digitals in this journal that I've got going. So my plan is to do basically two sides of the page, because the page is going to, fold over like that. And I'm going to do both sides, and we're going to see what happens here. This may end up being the center of my journal, where the spine meets right along in the center and where it's sewn in, but who knows? So I am going to create basically the fault line right along the diagonal here. Now to do that, I am going to use my tear ruler, and this is the bomb. I gotta say, these are We Are Memory Keepers tear rulers, and if you don't have those, that's fine. You could always just literally tear it. But what I like about these is it has these different, little grids and patterns on each side. So what I can do is just rip and get a cut right across the side there. Also, you could just cut it with some of your fancy dancy scissors here, or if you don't have any of those scrapbooking scissors, just go ahead and tear it. No big deal. All right, so what we're gonna do is I'm gonna decide whether I want this big old jagged edge or this little jagged edge. And I think I'm going to do the little jagged edge. And what my plan is to make a large tier tuck spot, whatever you want to call it. There's so many different names for things. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a very large tear right across here. And that's just going to be my paper there. So I am going to tear this at a diagonal. And the way you use these tear rulers is you pull, excuse me, towards you. And maybe this won't work because of the cardstock. It might be too thick. Nope, it works. You just got to use your muscles. And you pull it at a diagonal towards you. That's what I found works the best. So there's going to be one of my pockets there. Now the other side here, we can do the same thing. Or if you want to think about it, you could use that as my fault line right there. But I don't know if I'm going to do that. Like I said, this is all an experiment. So I think what I'm going to do is do the same thing on the other side, like that. And you could also flip this over and make it exact. So maybe we'll do that. See how I did that? You just flip it over, and then you're going to get the same exact dimension on the other side. All right, so we're going to tear that. And of course, never throw anything away. We'll use that. So that's going to be the first section. Now, the next section, I like to do layering. I always like to do more than one pocket. And so maybe we'll put, do you think this should go over and make a smaller pocket? I think it's going to be cool on the inside. So we're going to make even a bigger pocket there. Now what you could also do, and let me back up a minute. I'm trying to think and do at the same time. Like I said, this is an experiment. So I am going to make even a larger pocket like that. All right. So we're going to tear that one. Whoops. You got to put the memory keeper side up. All right, let's see how that fits. And then on this side, all right, where that looks really good right there. And you can always move them around a little bit. And a fault line, truly, is not exact, right? So let's see. Do I want to do the exact same thing on this side? Ooh, that's a cool pattern on that side too. Check that out. That's almost the same size, isn't it, you guys? All right, we're just going to eyeball it here. We're going to make a bigger tear. Okay, now let's see how our fault line is coming together. Ooh, that's looking good. And I like the way that it's not exactly even because, you know, fault lines aren't. All right, now that looks fabulous. Oh, yay. All right, so there is our initial fault line. Now what I want to do is I do like to distress the edges here. And so I'm going to get out my distress ink in Vintage Photo. I'm going to do that along the sides here just to get rid of that little white bit. Isn't this a gorgeous pattern? Oh boy. I just love, 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 love patterns. I love to mix patterns. It's just so fun. Okay, so there's my 2 fault lines. I'll do this side here. Getting along the side. So it's the middle of winter here in Colorado, and where I live, we have not gotten any measurable snow, maybe a couple inches here and there, but the mountains are getting hammered, which I am very excited about, because not only do, we need the water, we always need the water, but the ski areas are so happy. Now from here, that looks cool, right? Way cool. Of course, I have to add more. More is more for me. Now what I like is, isn't this a gorgeous pattern too? I will put the link to the digital shop that I got this from too. I want to add something to each of these, maybe some additional pockets right here or something along those lines. So what I'm going to do is I am just going to fussy cut out. Now, if you think about it, look at this. I'm just using this as a size guide, right? Maybe we'll do that. Let's just make it a little smaller. So let's see. Let's think about this here for a second. Oh, yeah. Okay. This is looking cool. Another tear here, guys. And I do want to make sure I get that lady. Don't like tear her head off or something. Oh, wow. Ooh-wee, this is fun. You guys, this is so fun. What do I want up here? Do I want that lady? I don't know. Do I want nothing and just maybe a pattern? Or do I want this lady? Oh, let's put that lady up there. Okay. So we're going to wing it again here on just the angle, because you can always adjust. All right, so how's that coming, you guys? Looks good. Looks really good. Okay, time to distress the white edges again. Did I get them? Yep. Okay, that looks really good. Oops, there's a little white edge. Oh no, up at the top. Okay, so that looks cool. Now, what do you guys think about in here? Should this be blank or should we put something on there? You know me, you know what I'm going to say? I'm going to say, let's put something on there. Okay, so this is our base, or the beginnings here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a little bit of stenciling, just because I like the swirlies and I like to bring that all together on the page. So let me see if I can find my stencil here in this big old pile of stuff that I got going. Aha, here it is. See, isn't this pretty? This is the Tim Holtz collection for Stampers Anonymous. Love that. Okay, so we're going to do that. So we're going to move our 2 sides out of the way. We're going to just do some stenciling here. Now, what colors go with that? I don't know. This is where the fun stuff comes in, you guys. I want to bring in maybe some of the greens or the grays, or maybe some of that pink. I'm not sure. Let's just check it out and see what we got going here. I'm getting out my pads here, because like I said, this is kind of ad lib. I didn't have this all figured out ahead of time. I had some idea, but not the whole deal. Okay, so I've got bundled sage, antique linen. I don't think that one will work because that's too light. Now this candied apple is a red. Let's see what that looks like. I don't know if it's going to be too red. I don't know. We may have to do a test patch on that. Let's see. I've got a whole bunch of these little guys here too. Have you guys noticed in the store, like Joann's and Michael's and stuff like that, craft stores, that they just have Distress Oxide, or at least mine. They don't have Distress Inks. And I like both of them. So I thought that was interesting. I don't know if they're getting rid of the Distress Inks. I wouldn't think so. But I don't know. Very strange. So let's see. Let's see. This is aged mahogany. I don't know. I think I'll do a test. Let me find a piece of paper for a test. Here's a test. Let's see what aged mahogany looks like. Whether it's too pink or too something. I don't know. I think that looks pretty good. Okay, we'll use that. And you can always layer too. That's always fun too. So what I'd like to do is do my stenciling where the fault line, you know, is in the middle so you can kind of see it. Oh yeah. Yay. That looks so good. Let's do some down here in the corner. I hope I'm not jangling the table around. Speaking of jingle and jangle, I watched my favorite Christmas movies. My favorite Christmas movies are Rudolph and Charlie Brown. And I like The Grinch too. So I watched those. And my husband's like, okay, whatever you want to watch. You know, he's more of he likes the Home Alone, and he likes Christmas Story, which is also very cute. Oh, that looks really good. Really stinking good. See, just barely, so you can see, you know, a little bit of that design coming through. I think that looks so cool. I don't know. I don't know if I need any more. I don't think so. Let's move this out of the way. All right, now from here, what am I going to do next? Because this, in my mind, is not quite finished yet. So what we're going to do is we're going to add maybe some lace or some other embellishments along those lines. And that's really how I decorate a page, is once I put something down on the page, such as this, I follow kind of the lines where the, borders are, and I like to play off of that and add some more to the page based on those lines. So let me see what I got here. Well, let's see, I've used this a lot in this journal here. See, that looks really pretty like that. Okay, we'll just go with that. And I've got like 5 million yards of this. Well, actually not 5 million yards, but okay, so we're gonna add that. I don't know though. Hold on. Second thought here. Hold the phone. I've got some black. Now I'm wondering if black, let's think about this, you guys. I'm wondering if black will kind of offset the black in this pattern here. Because I still want to have a pocket here, and a pocket here on both sides. So I don't know if the lace will interfere with that. Or we could just do lace on the side. I don't know. We're going to go back to our main thing here. And I am going to get out my art glitter glue again. Hopefully it's not dried up. It shouldn't be, because I've been diligent about putting that little pin back in. So just a fine line there. Let's see, which way do I want it? Okay, that looks good. Okay, stick that down, get that to adhere. All the way down. So I'm going through, oh, this is not working. All right, maybe not, excuse me, I bonked the camera, I scratched my head. Maybe not the art glitter glue, because I'm thinking I need something a little stronger. So we're gonna do the Fabri-Tac. I just have to be aware. Let me move the lighting around, it's getting dark. It gets dark early here. What was I talking about? Oh yeah. The Fabri-Tac, because it's a little stronger. I just don't want to get any glue globs. So I'm going to make sure I get a little line there and not a big blob. All right, what am I doing here? Let me get my lace back out here. Is that upside down? Can you tell if lace is upside down? I guess by the seam, right? I don't know. I think if I do the other side the same, it won't really matter. Okay, so that looks good. Cut that off. Where's my scissors? Okay. Oh yeah, and then my husband also likes Christmas Vacation. Oh my gosh. Okay, hold on. I gotta think about this here for a minute. That has a square down there, look. And this one does not. But it doesn't matter because they're different, so no big deal, Pam. Right? No big deal, because you can always, and that's what I'm going to do on this, is I'm going to maybe position these a little off center so that I can get my fault line going the way I want it. You'll see what I'm talking about. I'll show you what I'm talking about. Okay, so get some more of this. But I've seen Christmas Vacation so many times. Oh my gosh. My husband just likes to watch it over and over. I guess it's a guy thing. Okay. Yeah, one thing that I do like about Fabri-Tac is it grabs really quick. Whereas the art glitter glue, you gotta kind of hold it down for a little while. All right. Okay, now from here, that looks really pretty. Now my fault line here on the left-hand side is getting kind of weird. Why is that getting weird? I don't understand. Let's put this back down. And then this looks like it's getting too big. What's the story here? Why is that too big now? Because I don't know. I don't know what I did. How come it all lined up and now it doesn't? Oh no. Oh, we'll fix that though. Don't worry about that. All right, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to tack this one down with just some glue, because I am going, no wait, back up the truck. Wait, nope, we're not going to do that yet. I'm going to measure this one out, and it got a little too, this guy is a little too big. You know, see, it's a little too long right there. So I'll just cut it, right? Right. All right, so where's my scissors? Here. See, this is all a work in progress, you guys. This is what you call live YouTube. meaning You know, I'm experimenting and doing it as I go. All right, that looks better. And then let's see how this little guy goes over that. Yep, that looks good. All right, so I am going to add some more things onto here before I sew it onto the sheet. So let's see what else we got here. Let's see. Am I still going to want to do this lace on the side? Probably. Probably. I'm not sure though. We have some lace that we could, oh, that looks really pretty, except you can't see the lady that much. But if you do just the corner, you might. Let's see. I don't know. What do you guys think? I don't want to cover her up, though. I don't want to cover her up. Okay, so we're not going to do that. Let me find some more lace. Or some more trim or something here. Lots of stuff. Some more trims here. That looks okay. I don't know if I like that one. I have to find a gray. Where is my gray? Oh, wow. I don't know, you guys. Ugh. Oh, wait, I have some other. Look at this. Oh, I have some yellow. Bring out the yellows. Now that looks good. Hold on. Oh, yeah. Oh, I like it. Don't second guess it. Just do it. Okay, we're going to do it. All right, so we're going to go across this right here. Oh, this looks so pretty. I love the color combinations that I got going here. Oh. Okay, do the other side. Okay, so that's going to go right along here. Ugh. It's getting gooey, getting gooby. Is that a word? I don't know if it's a word or not. And then there's a little thing coming off of this. And so once this is all attached to the page, what I do is I use some of the leftovers, meaning, you know, some of this, like this trim that I cut off right here, like these little dudes. I save these and then I'll put this on a tag or whatever I stick in, you know, these pockets to kind of bring the whole page together. And I love, love, love doing that. And it kind of makes for a, you know, a cohesive page. All right, so let's see. All right, what I think I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna pause the camera for a moment and I'm gonna sew this down with my sewing machine on each of those, and then this right here and this right here, and then I am going to sew around the whole thing. Now, if you don't have a sewing machine, it's not a problem. Just make sure it's glued down with some heavy-duty glue. I would use, for that, I would use Fabri-Tac and glue stick, or maybe even E6000, just something that adheres really, really well. So I'm going to pause this for just a minute and I will be right back. Okay, guys, I am back. And as you can see, I changed my mind. I did not do the black lace on the sides the border, I did this gold trim, and this is really, really awesome trim. I got this at Walmart, believe it or not. So I did sew all the way around the edge, and before I did that, I did sew this you know, lace trim on and this flower trim onto the pocket before I sewed it all the way around the edges. But as you can see, it's a gorgeous journal page, and there's the back side. It looks wonderful. I'll probably do something on this side too, but I haven't decided yet, or maybe I'll leave it blank. I'm not sure about that. So the question that I have is, how's this going to look folded up? Well, so as you recall, there is a fold in this paper from where I originally had folded it in half. So basically all I'm going to do is follow along that same crease and get my bone folder out here, put it back together. And since this is a, you know, heavier duty piece of cardstock here, it's not going to tear or fall apart. And there is the two sides of your fault line pockets. Yay! So there it is. Now, on this, I am probably going to use, and I'll do this maybe in another video, I'm going to use some of these scraps that I cut off of this, you know, these pockets, and then I am going to make some embellishments to go onto these pages, and using some of these little scraps, and who the heck knows what else I'll be using. But that's a quick and easy fault line tiered pocket page. So isn't that pretty? Oh, yay. I love how you start off with something and you never know, you know, how it's going to turn out. And that's what I love about this stuff. This is so fun. It's so fun, you guys. So hang with me, and I will be doing another video soon. And until then, have a wonderful day.